Okay, we've made it to day 5. Super exciting. We're getting ready to bring home some more fish tomorrow. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do Corey's and some shrimps. So, got the quarantine tank all set up for the Corey's. I actually made like a full-length video on that process and how to do it and why it's important. So make sure you go check that out. And then Mr. Betta's in here somewhere, floating around. Let's see if we can find him real quick. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Mr. Guy. Where is this fish? Oh, there he is. He was behind the little scrubby. There he is. Still super happy. Still hanging out. We've got a little bit of that real fine hair algae popping up on our driftwood, which is fine. Not a bad thing. I have like a cheap toothbrush I can scrape it off with if I need to. But the big thing today is getting ready for new babies. The Corey should be easy enough though. I'm just going to float the bag and then probably scoop them into the quarantine tank. Shrimp, however, are a little more finicky. So I'm going to drip acclimate them. This is a cheap drip acclimation setup, but it'll work. They like to jump, so I'm going to use this 4-cup mason jar because it's nice and tall. So I'll set him over here for now. And then I'm going to go ahead and cover the top with a dish rag, just in case. I also learned yesterday in my ventures that the valve with the twisty on it is an air regulator valve, so you can let more or less air through. I'm actually going to see if I can't use that to adjust the flow rate for the drip acclimation. And I thankfully have an extra syringe laying down, because I know some people, suck on the end of their airline with their mouth to get the water flow going, but that's not very sanitary. So we should just be able to use the syringe to start the airflow. And the rest of my rig fell on the floor, but that's fine. We'll just pick him up. There he is. So those are the big updates for today. The tank's looking good. The water parameters are still good. My cockatiel is fussing in the background. The fish is happy. I put my little magnetic scrubber on. Not that we have any algae problems yet, but just in case. And I also moved my little sticky thermometer for the time being, because I forgot to grab one. I need to grab one tomorrow. Over to this tank. Let's take a look at this reading. Hopefully it'll focus for you guys. Okay, we're sitting at about 72. That's not bad. Just want to make sure it's not too cold in there. But worst comes to worst, I did buy a refocus, please. Thank you. I did purchase one of these just little cheap top fin heaters that are rated for a 10 to 20 that should keep it at about 78 in there, so if I need to I can put that in and it won't be a big deal. But from what I know and the little bit of double checking myself I've done online, Corey doors do good at room temperature, and it really hasn't been cold in here tonight either, so it should stay nice and warm for them. But if I have to, I do have a heater just in case. I don't want to freeze my poor fish to death. And we'll get one more look at Mr. Betta, who I think is going to be named Bubbles because he is infatuated with playing with the bubbles from the sponge filter. So he has a name now. If he'll come out of there, he is. Checking out all the new stuff. Looking in the glass. We'll also be getting some more plants tomorrow. I at least want to get a couple of like the Marimo, the moss balls, if they have them. And maybe some more leafy plants to help fill up the tank a little bit more. I do want this to be heavily planted eventually. But it just takes time to get there and find what you want and get yourself all set up. Having an aquarium is like really a marathon and not a race. It just takes time. But that is all the updates for today. Make sure you check back in tomorrow though, because it's new baby day. And new baby day is exciting stuff. I'll see you then.